Greetings everyone from Langebaan. It's me again with another follow-up video. Today is the 26th of February 2026, and it's a overcast morning here, bit of cloud. Sun is not really fully shining yet, and again I'm going to talk about that issue I brought up previously, something very related. You may ask the question, why does it matter to talk about these things? Yes, it does, and I'm just going to explain to you why I say that. You know, in the past videos you always heard me talking about that medical procedure of 2021, where the world was locked into that medical emergency and lockdown, etc. And I'm still very much aware of that, because it's very significant how people responded at that time. It does matter, ladies and gentlemen, because that procedure is a precursor of doing the mark of the beast. It was an exercise run, and it largely succeeded because people dutifully did what they were told to do. They did their so-called civic duty, to take that jab in the arm, in the shoulder, ostensibly to protect or save grandma and grandpa, and a whole lot of other stories that were attached to that. It's a very clear indication of how the elites are doing things. And in my talk, I talked about that people that usurp the position of another people, and that narrative has been sold to people, and they fell for it hook, line and sinker. Over centuries, I would say, not only years or decades, centuries, that's the narrative that was sold. You can believe it or not, and it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that at least a few people, if not more, will come to realize there's something behind all of this. You know, you say, why does it matter? It matters because that civic duty that people did has resulted in a lot of issues, health issues now. I don't want to go into it. As I said yesterday, this is a wicked situation that people can't speak their minds. They can't speak the truth. They're given the truth to speak, and that is what is accepted. And I think it's a wicked situation, and that we have to talk in code. I'm one of the many now that speak about these kind of things on social media. The sad part is that what I'm saying is basically a nonsense to a lot of people, because they follow the narrative of the mainstream media. And the next time around, it's a similar case where people will be still following what they're told according to the newspapers and the television. Although social media is quite vast now, there's still a situation that a great many people are not even in social media. They are the newspapers and the television. I'll give you an example of something that is actually very relevant and an example of what I'm saying. You know, the Epstein files was a whole fight to get that out to be released. It was eventually released, but it's now also redacted. In other words, some names were blocked out, and that, of course, is the elites wanting to make sure that they protect certain people. But the story of the Epstein files is so terrible. It's so wicked what these people have been doing that it should be spoken of by everybody. It should be a main topic in the news, which it is not. If you're really into social media, you will know quite a few atrocities, quite many atrocities that have come out about the Epstein files that happened on that Epstein Island. For instance, in the United States of America, it's not in the newspapers, it's not in the television. The people that get to know what's going on are the people that are in social media there, where they can't prevent everything that comes out on social media. Now the question is, why are people kept in the ignorance of what is really happening? Why isn't it a news item, headline news in the newspapers? Why? Because, as I said, the newspapers are controlled by the elites. They own the newspapers and the news agencies, but they don't fully control things that come out on social media. So it does matter, ladies and gentlemen. It does matter. It matters a lot because the mark of the beast, for instance, the Bible warns that you should not take it. If you take it, there's no way out for you. You're condemned. And yet there's people now already taking the mark of the beast because they're even bragging about it. They're showing it on social media, etc. How convenient it is for them to pay by putting their hands out in the shopping areas, the certain shops, etc. I know, for instance, that Amazon has already had a program where people did not have to have their cards or cash. They just needed to present their hand, where the device or whatever is in their arm, their hand. So it does matter, ladies and gentlemen, because the mark of the beast is here. And the sorry state of affairs is that the 2020-2021 experience is going to repeat itself, because that proved the fact that people will do their civil duty. They dutifully do what they are told to do for the benefit of all, and then they will be condemned. So I will leave you with that heavy thought for today, and wish you well. Have a great day further.